Hi, my name is Isabel, and the purpose of this video is hopefully to improve your photography while you're stuck at home during quarantine. Now, right now, the images you're seeing are just examples of my work. Over the years, I've been shooting since middle school, and I really got into it in high school, and photography is just a passion of mine that I really want to share with the world. And how I'm going to hopefully improve your photography at home is with these three simple steps. Now, anyone can do them. You don't need a professional camera. You can shoot right off your phone. And basically, these three things are framing, angles, and rule of thirds. Let's begin with framing. So, the main purpose of framing is to draw more attention to the subject of your image. You can frame all around the sides like an actual picture frame, or you can frame just top and bottom, side and side, or you can have like an arch that goes over. Basically, you're shooting your subject through something. So you could shoot through like a fence, and the chain line fence would frame your image, or you can shoot through a doorway. It's just as long as your image has something that's making the viewer not look around the image and looking at the subject itself. Next, let's talk about angles. Angles are probably the most important thing of this entire video. If you take anything away, learn how to shoot on angles. So what angling your camera does is it gives a different way of basically seeing the images. So there's three basic point of views: worm's eye view, normal or eye level view, and bird's eye view. Worm's eye view is pretty self-explanatory. You are taking a picture from basically laying on the ground. Your camera is at ground level, and you're taking it if you had the point of view of a worm. Bird's eye view is, once again, like kind of self-explanatory. If you were a bird flying and you're looking down, that's the point of view of the bird, and it's the point of view of what your subject is. Bird's eye view works well when you take pictures of food. It's probably the most commonly used with food images because you want everything taken together. And then normal or just eye level, you can do two different ways. You can do the photographer's eye level, or you can do your subject's eye level. So basically, you're ignoring the fact of how far away the ground is or the wall. You're taking a picture from eye level of your subject. And what that does is puts you on the same field as your subject, instead of saying you're towering over them or looking up at them. And basically just all of angles is just adding this new point of view to your image. Finally, we have rule of thirds. Now, on your phone, there's a setting called grids, and basically it does this. It turns a 3x3 grid on in your camera, so when you're taking pictures, you can see where your subject is going to fall on this grid. Now, basically with rule of thirds, you just want your subject to be anywhere but the center square that's highlighted with the yellow square. In the image you see right now, the subject is in the bottom right corner of what that grid would show. In this next image, you see the bird, and it's completely on the right side of that 3x3 grid. It just takes up the entire right side. And that's perfectly fine too. You don't need to keep the image in a square particularly. In this last image, we have a picture of a butterfly, which falls in the center square of the top row of the 3x3 grid, which is also fine. The rule of thirds does not mean you, like I said before, it doesn't have to be in a specific square or anything. It could be anywhere, just not dead center of the image, and you have a rule of thirds picture. And that's everything. Thank you for watching, and I hope you take something away from this video, and it hopefully gives you something to do during quarantine.